So, hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast. We are halfway through car launch season. We had another 4 cars in the space between last episode and this one. For those of you who tuned into our live stream last week, where we played Uno for a long time.
About 5 hours.
Yeah, we did discuss the Alfa Romeo car then, but we'll talk about it again now.
Because I wasn't there.
There is also the Alfa Tauri, McLaren and Aston Martin.
There it is.
Formula 2 and 3 testing starts tomorrow, so we'll chat about that really quickly. The Ferrari car launches tomorrow. The Mercedes car on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And Formula 1 is back next Thursday.
And Alpine.
Oh yeah, the Alpine car leaked today.
It leaked?
Yes, it was on track at Silverstone, and there are photos.
It looks exactly the same as last year's.
But so do most of the cars on the grid, to be fair, as we will come to.
Yeah, they all do like a 20-minute talk for it to be exactly the same. No.
Shall we get into Alfa Romeo? Probably the only team that's changed their livery so far.
Sure. Wow. It's almost like I had it ready.
I like it, to be fair.
I do.
It's gorgeous.
It's very striking.
Let's do our usual game of it's the FIA logo.
I think it's going to be in the same place on all of the cars.
Yeah.
It's so bold in the photo as well. It's like they knew what they were looking for.
Yeah.
Right in the center. FIA. Gorgeous.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah, the floor.
This floor edge is
very interesting.
It's a swordfish.
It's a new design. I don't think we've seen any team go with that before.
Oh, I did see some memes about it being the anti-George Russell device.
Yeah, true. He goes to hit your car, you pop his tires.
Exactly. I mean, I like it. I didn't realize quite how similar it was to last year's in terms of they've just changed the white for black.
But that's different enough when you compare it to what everyone else has done. And
I also really like these wheel covers.
I wish they'd kept the white in the wheel covers, but they still look really good.
I think maybe if they'd like alternated red and white in the segments here.
I don't like it without the white.
What, the whole livery or just the wheel covers?
No, the whole livery.
There's white there. There's white there. There's white on the Pirelli.
Well, not all the
time. The hard compound tire. You're saying there's not enough white.
I prefer. I think it's going to be the case with me every year with most Alfa. From what I've seen with Alfa Romeo, I don't like it at first, but then I get used to it. So right now I'm like, I miss having the white on the livery, but I'll get used to it because I see it for like however many months.
One other thing I want to point out is the fact that we've got double cooling vents.
Yeah,
which I don't remember seeing on other teams. So that's quite interesting.
Go back to that top-down view for a moment.
Yeah, sure.
Let's have a quiz question. Do you guys know what the E is for on the sides of the cockpit?
Isn't that
electrical?
No.
Emergency lift.
Well,
support.
kinda. No. Yes, Nia's got it.
What is it?
Activates the fire extinguishers. It's a button similar to the N one on the front, which puts it into neutral to let you move it.
Push button. Oh, what that?
Yeah. Yeah, that button puts the car into neutral.
Wait, so you could just go up to an F1 car, slap it, and set the fire extinguishers off?
I think
you
but we have so many fire extinguishers.
I don't think it's quite as rudimentary as that, but
going
kind
forward.
That would be kind of funny though. Just watch some celeb on a grid walk.
But yeah, they activates the fire extinguishers.
But if you could activate the fire extinguisher, could you use that as a defense tactic to blind the person behind?
No, because
I
then
don't
you'd
think so,
you'd
no.
then have to stop because you wouldn't have fire extinguishers.
That's fine.
Then it's,
Yeah,
then it's not powered by fire extinguisher.
if you know
So
you're just
look
about
at-
to retire, then just whack
Set 'em off.
Yeah.
Look at the size of these wham wing mirrors now.
They are very large.
They need to be extremely large for Lance Stroll.
The sort
Yes.
of wheel covers, but on the top of the wheels, they seem smaller this year.
The wheel brows.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they seem a
Yeah.
lot smaller.
There's also an incredibly large amount of these stays on the front
Hmm.
wing. Just on that front element.
Yeah, none of the others. What I also noticed, if you go back a picture, that sort of fin just behind the front tires, that looks massive.
A lot of teams have that though. The Red Bulls and the Red Bull had that last year, and a lot of teams are going that way. Just
Yeah, it looks
from the
neat.
actual pure side-on view, you don't really see it. Like from top down, you can see it.
Mhm.
But if you had like a pure side-on view, you wouldn't see it. I don't actually have a pure side-on view of this car though. So
Shall we discuss the next car?
sure. I don't like it.
I don't like the red.
This is
There's-
the first I've seen it. I didn't look up the photos.
There's
I don't like it either.
too much Orlan.
Yeah.
It's got like the greatest wheel covers on earth,
I
which
know.
makes me want to say that it looks incredible.
Right,
It
just
it looks awful. You just zoom in on the wheel cover, you're like,
There we
oh
are.
my
there we go.
god.
10 out of 10.
Stunning, amazing.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Perfect livery.
I think if they just kept it on like the wing you were just talking about and the rear wing, it
Hmm.
would have been fine. But because they put it on the halo and
It's the
wheel-
halo. It's the leading edge. It's the rear wing. It's on the wing
Yeah.
mirrors.
red.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
I quite like the idea of having the leading edge of the wheel brows like as a color.
that, yeah.
It's different, you know.
But
Yeah.
also I think mainly it's just the halo and the rear view mirrors because like
Mm.
it feels,
The side
How-
on is probably the least offensive view of this
Yeah.
car.
because like with the halo it feels like the
Look at that.
aerodynamic thing. It feels like it just
It's
stops.
horrible.
It just no.
I really don't like
So much
the
clash.
Yeah.
really don't like the way the colours work with each other as well, like the blue and white. I don't think they've hit it as good as they did the past couple of years.
Mm. It seems kind of disjointed where
Yeah.
the
Well, no, if you
nose
go
meets the body.
If you go to the side, there's like kind of that
Like, yeah, it
but-
bleeds in, but like when you look at it from other angles, it
it's
just
not there.
it loses it, you know.
Even if they did it like how Ferrari did it with the red into the burgundy, that would
Mm.
look a bit better.
Just the faded transition.
Yeah.
Or the Mercedes with the silver into the black. That looks quite good as well.
Yeah, but it's
Mm.
just red on navy. It just doesn't
Yeah,
go.
It
No.
doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
It's weird seeing Orlan on an Alfa Tauri car.
Mm.
I got so used to seeing it on an Alfa Romeo.
With
Where
Alfa
it
Romeo, the
worked.
colour scheme was similar,
Yeah.
but these are just literally complete opposites. Don't work. Because
Yeah.
they're going with like muted navy with red.
Yeah, it
don't
doesn't work.
Which is a shame because they had a really good livery last year.
Hmm.
I do like the way
usually
they've done
have
the
that.
lines in
Ruined
the
it.
background. It makes it look like tire marks, and I mean Yuki Tsunoda will be behind the wheel, and he likes to spin.
He does look a good tire mark, doesn't he?
They're just practicing.
But yeah, let's just look at the best bit.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Right, next car.
I'm gonna have to skip through a few photos. There it is.
Ah,
Thanks, McLaren, for putting a portrait image as your first image. I'd found some images and then went digging and found some more. So I've got like 9 images of the McLaren. So we've got plenty to choose from. So here's the front on view.
I didn't like it last year, and I don't like it this year either.
Is the
I think
blue
it's the
lighter or
same.
not? Because it's
Yeah.
definitely different from a couple of years ago, but I can't remember whether it was the same as last year.
Now,
It's the same as last year.
do you remember our conversation last week about Haas?
All the videos I do.
And how it looked like it was on the F1 game where you didn't have enough sponsors to fill your sponsorship slots.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite.
No. This is the opposite, but also Google.
Yeah.
Let's count how many Google Chrome sponsorships we've got. Also, there's the FIA one.
It is.
Different spot though, isn't it, really? Sort of
still tucked behind the wheels.
Right.
It's still like within the sort of suspension area, isn't it? So also, yeah, McLaren are celebrating 60 years of goodness.
You count in each like chrome wheel as a different chrome sponsor?
No, so the front wing will count as a sponsorship slot as per the game. That will be a sponsorship slot. The wheels are a sponsorship slot. They're on the wheel brow.
Yeah, I've just noticed that they're on the wheel brows. And then they've got a whopping great chrome on the sides as well.
5.
So 6.
What about
front wing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Front wing, 1.
1.
Wheel brows, 2.
2.
Just there, 3.
Wheels.
Wheel brow, 4.
Oh yeah, side pod.
Engine cover, 5. Wheels, 6.
No. Oh, wait, no.
You've done the wheel brow twice.
Yeah, you
no,
said
wheel brow and wheels.
And wheel.
No, you said wheel brow twice.
Yeah, it's a wheel brow.
Yeah, you definitely.
We could go to VAR on that.
Start it again. Count it again.
Okay, hang on. Right, let's go.
Front wing.
Wheel brow.
Wow.
2, 3.
Side pod 4.
Are you counting?
Side pod 4.
No.
5.
Headrest. Are you counting them as 1 or 2?
That's 1. Oh, there's 6. Yeah, I was right anyway. I was right anyway. Get beeped.
We didn't see that before.
He was right by accident, but we don't care. But again, you see there's another large fin here.
Yeah.
So very pronounced cameras. DeWalt.
Yeah, as I said, I didn't like it last year. I don't like it this year either.
I'm noticing a rather disturbing trend among liveries this year.
Yeah.
Also, look at the size of those bloody exhausts. Like, Jesus. But yeah, there is a lot of exposed carbon on the grid.
I didn't mind.
Oh, that's Red Bull.
I do.
Hello.
Exposed carbon, you say? Huh?
I didn't really mind the livery too much last year, but I prefer it with the more paint rather than more carbon.
Like,
I think that's what I'm saying is, for me, I prefer more paint than carbon, but I understand why there's more carbon.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, goddamn, all of the cars are just going to be mostly black with splashes of color. Like, you go on a night circuit, this is probably closer to what it's going to look like on the screen, isn't it? And you try and compare that to other cars on the grid, and it's going to be like certain camera. It's like, you want carbon? Here's carbon.
I feel like McLaren will probably change their livery again between now and Bahrain because they did last year.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Like, this is the livery, then turned up in Bahrain. It's like, there's a lot less blue, or there was more blue. It was either or. Well,
as long as there's more color. Like, look at all this real estate that's just not color. Like, it's just carbon.
Yeah.
Also, they've got a side-on emergency slap button, which means you can hit that from the crowd with a Nerf dart.
The protest
got a massive D on the wing.
Start and like set off fire extinguishers.
But
you just see like one of the stewards going around in Park Ferme after the race, just keep slapping all of them.
I don't like you. Disqualified.
Oh, you don't have that. Oh, you have just over the right amount of fuel? Disqualified.
Yeah. No.
I'm not sold by this livery.
No, I still prefer like the 2020, 2021 livery.
Yeah.
Just I don't get the blue.
I prefer the darker blue.
I don't get
Yeah,
blue
especially
full
now
stop.
that
like
I got the blue because the Golf was there,
Hmm.
but now Golf's gone.
Now it just looks like it's trying to be a Google Chrome.
And it would look better.
7.
It would look better if they matched it with the Google Chrome.
Yeah.
Because that was what they did with Golf as well. Obviously, apart from the Monaco livery, they didn't match it with Golf. So it stood out a lot, which makes sense to kind of what they were going for because they weren't their sponsors stand out. But it would look better if they put it the same colour rather than 2 different shades of blue.
Yeah. Next car.
Is that the first one? That is the first one.
Exactly the same.
Corporate
Actually-
wants you to find the differences between this and this image. The design's very different. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
that
My first thought was baby cannon.
that takes the Ferrari Eau Rouge to next level. Like that is a massive dip. Also, yeah, look at the size of those wing mirrors now. Boss.
It's good that it's got JCB on it.
Because that's what Lance Stroll will need.
Yeah. It's what Alonso would be driving.
Also, what is that? Where's the white?
110 iconic years.
I'll be the judge.
Rule
of that.
Britannia.
A lot of those stays that you were talking about on the Alfa Romeo you can see as well.
There's only 6 here though. Let's go back for Alpha.
I think it had 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've got 10. Can we compare that to here?
They've got 2.
They've got 2 on each side. They've got 4. Oh wait, no. That image has 6. So Alpha Tauri have 6. Aston Martin has 6. Haas has 6. 1, 2, 3.
Can we get a front view of the Haas? There we go.
6.
Yeah.
4. There's no.
But they've got some on the other one.
Yeah.
Whereas other teams don't seem to be going that way.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Red Bull. Can I get a front view of? Nope, I can't get a front view of Red Bull. We're gonna have to
guesstimate.
6.
And
Williams.
6?
Really hard.
Lighting, please. 6. Yeah.
Do you think Mercedes will go to a car all black again, but it's just carbon?
To be fair, they have been massively teasing a black livery on social media.
They're bringing back the black livery.
Yeah, and then they saw
carbon.
that. Then they saw the Haas launch, and now they're going, nuts.
It's got no paint at all. It's just black.
just carbon with sponsors. Yeah, it'd be so good.
Now the sponsors aren't even there. They're just like etched into the carbon fiber so that it's lighter.
Mercedes go ultimate and just have no sponsors, just carbon.
You'd have to hope that one of the cars or one of the drivers aren't out for a race, because you'd have to see one of the mechanics here just scratching it, scratching the right numbers in if they use so carbon.
Yeah, it's exactly livery wise, it's exactly the same as last year.
It's actually downgraded from last year because they got rid of the lime green stripe on the top.
I miss the dark green and pink. That worked well.
I miss the pink.
I must have been.
Like just a
there's
bright
the
pink
FIA.
car in the
Yeah.
paddock. Oh yeah. That is reasonably far
Mhm.
forward. That's probably about as far forward as the McLaren one, to be fair.
Yeah. I wouldn't actually say that's in with the suspension. I'd say that's
That's
also
beyond. That's further
Yeah,
forward.
that's
That's
front
because
wing.
that's in front of the.
That's on the front wing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the separation point. That's where it'll lift off.
Which means it's
Yeah.
going to go missing when Lance Stroll puts it in the wall.
Yep. See, that's on the front nose as well. Right. We're going to play the whole game. That's within suspension because like the camera's in a very different spot. Like
you can't really see
lower.
the separator point as well for the front wing on that car.
I think it's
You
there.
can kind of see the material change.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it does go back that far. Like,
But then that
that's
looks like
the
it's
suspension.
Yeah, that's suspension.
But like,
But there's the change
hole with
there.
yellow
You see.
Yeah, they've
the
got a
yellow
really
circle.
weird like front wing, sort of like a jigsaw.
That is definitely front wing.
That's front wing.
Oh yeah.
That's way in front. That could be our leading contender for furthest forward. It's definitely further forward than that, isn't it?
Yeah, because the Alpha Tauri one is just where the other logo ends, really.
Yeah.
So AlphaTauri is still winning. It's definitely not Haas.
No, Haas is so far back.
It's like right under the camera, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Haas.
It's not
McLaren's-
McLaren. That's behind the camera.
McLaren's not on the front wing, is it?
There we go.
Or just about.
It could be. It makes it look like McLaren's have got a really long nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Daniels. It's just what you need after the race as well.
Other alcohols are available. Please drink responsibly. So
For advice, go to drinkaware.co.uk.
That's definitely really far back. But also
suspension.
But also that is quite a long nose as well by the look of it then. And Williams is in there. So
that's front wing.
AlphaTauri are winning so far.
Yeah.
In this brand new game of who has the furthest forward FIA logo. Who are we on? We're on Aston Martin. What do we think? I mean, it's the same car.
It's exactly the same.
The only thing that is interesting is the fact that everybody seems to be going for these scooped side pods on the underside of the side pods. But the very interesting part of the Aston Martin is this massive dip.
Well, it's rumoured that Mercedes are going to stick with the no pod for this year.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It worked for them last year, so
eventually.
Well, yeah, new concept.
Yeah,
They're going to have to take some time to learn from it. So why throw all that learning away?
Shall we try and find some of the leaked photos of the Alpine?
If you can find anything that is in a higher quality than Nokia 3310.
Just a 13-year-old on paint.
Alpine. No, that's the battery car. I don't want to see the Williams. We've seen that before. Show me the spy photos of the Alpine. They were actually Aston Martin, I think it was, were doing a TikTok live and you could hear the Alpine in the background. Just battering around Silverstone. No one seems to have put up any photos of it.
Got a photo of it, but the resolution is like it's been taken.
I mean, I've got a photo of it, but the camera is horrendous.
From someone's Twitter, but again,
here, this is it.
Yeah.
I do want to just point out I just descaled the last year car.
I put it in the Discord of a screenshot of the.
Yeah, I've seen that one
Yeah,
before.
that's the one I've seen as well.
It's the same as last year. Let's open it. Bro.
Yeah, to be fair, it might very well just have
Delete
been
it.
last year's livery that they kept on the car.
Yeah. It would make sense.
The only difference I see is they're missing that red Mapra logo in just behind the front wheel.
Yeah, that might just be that they're not sponsored by them anymore.
Exactly. So I don't think there's a lot there
One
really.
of the drivers in a suit as well.
Ooh.
It's processing. But from what you can see, the driver suits does look really nice.
Yeah, it looked all black, I think, with pink
McLaren
accents.
have black fireproofs this year.
Gorgeous.
But yeah, so Ferrari tomorrow. Today, by the time you see this episode,
Yeah,
it's already happened. Richard might edit in some photos of the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Mercedes
Look at that red
on
Give me 5 seconds to put some in.
Mercedes on Wednesday, or tomorrow. By the
Wait,
time
what time? What time does the Ferrari actually launch?
At
think it's in the morning.
10:25 UK.
Oh, okay, it's in the morning. That's fine.
So around 3 o'clock UK time, they'll actually release the car. Like the stupid little dances and all that.
Yeah, by the time all the waffle is finished.
Can we appreciate how short Alpha Tauri's reveal video was? It was literally 2 minutes.
2 minutes, and they showed the car for 9 seconds at the end.
And it was shorter than Yuki Tsunoda or Nick de Vries. They both looked so thrilled to be there as well.
Well, it's like Lawrence Stroll earlier. He's like, I'm really excited. It's like
Lance Stroll always sounds so
Lawrence Stroll just sounds
bored
depressed all of the time.
Incredible.
Right, yeah, that's cool. I know you're launching it on the 15th, but what time, Mercedes?
They haven't said.
Yeah, they're still not said.
Because why give people more than 48 hours notice to plan anything?
Oh yeah, they're going to drop it in like they'll drop it with 5 seconds to go. But oh, we're going live, guys! Look, the car. But in typical Mercedes fashion, they'll launch it and then take it straight onto the circuit for the filming day at Silverstone.
And then they come to Bahrain with a new car.
Yeah. And Alpine is on Thursday.
Yep.
And that then rounds up car launch season to be ready to go for next Thursday at 7 a.m. UK time when pre-season testing starts. Who's looking forward to it? I am.
It depends on if I can actually afford to repurchase my sports viewing membership.
Yeah, after our discussions last week when we didn't know if it was going to be on TV, we can now confirm that for UK viewers, it will be available on Sky Sports Formula One.
Other territories research.
Yeah, check the F1 website for how to watch in your country. And if you're lucky enough to have F1 TV Pro,
use that.
Yeah.
Why are you even looking? You've got the best viewer anyway.
Why is anyone watching us that isn't into F1?
Huh?
Because then surely...
Huh? What? When did that come into it?
No.
What?
But then if they don't have like F1 or anything...
F1 TV Pro is something that...
subscription.
We can't actually get because Sky have monopolized the viewing rights to the UK viewers until 2029.
Yeah, because they just signed an extension.
Yeah, last year.
We can get F1 TV access.
But not Pro.
which is okay. It's good for January when you get
yes.
to watch and they drop the entire season archive on you.
It's good for me because it now means I can go to last season's races and get all my sound clips that I want in exceptional quality.
Unfortunately, though, we live in the UK and F1 TV access is crap here. Because in some territories, the replays of the race drop like 48 hours after the race. We need to wait 9 months.
Yeah. Until the start of the next calendar year.
Yeah. Thank you, Sky Sports F1. The best thing about it is Sky Sports don't even provide own version of F1 TV Pro. You can't watch the pit lane channel. You can't choose who to go on board with. It's crap.
You just get to watch Sky Sports F1.
Hooray!
And you can see the
Ferrari
challenge.
This year there's no Johnny Herbert or Paul di Resta.
I'll miss Johnny Herbert. Paul di Resta, not so much.
Well, I miss Johnny because he's a character, but
yeah,
I don't think his analysis or anything was incredible.
No,
yeah,
but he was at least entertaining.
A personality,
yeah.
To me,
he had more personality than a bloody cardboard box, because a cardboard box has more personality than Paul di Resta.
To me, Johnny Herbert was like a presenter, not a
expert analysis.
Yeah. Even though,
but if you're a Sky Glass or Sky Q customer, you can catch all the best bits by pressing red now. I think the best bit about that is that Crofty has to say that over the world feed. So, like, everywhere that uses English commentary is getting this random information about Sky Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Although they might go to an ad break when they say that.
a 5-second ad break.
Yep, he's about to say it. Bang.
Oh, no, hold on. He's going to say it.
Oh.
He's going to say the word.
Which I think is why when I'm watching races back on F1 TV, I'd usually use the pit lane channel, so I get FOM's commentary rather than Crofty.
Yeah, would the world feed just be like when we watch IndyCar, we just get silence for a couple of minutes because their ads are playing?
Pretty much. But yeah, like Alex Jakes was the commentator on the pit lane channel for a long time. It was amazing.
Or like when I went and watched the Super Bowl last night, and then basically you can tell whenever they've gone to an American ad break because they just go back to the studio with the presenters.
This is a crazy thing about the Super Bowl is 40% of the viewerships are for the ads.
I mean, because wild. Marvel puts trailers in.
It's crazy.
Not that we got the adverts in the UK broadcast.
Yeah, because
I was sat there on my phone in the student union with headphones on, watching the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer while the play continued.
It wasn't the Super Bowl on the BBC, so you didn't get any.
Not on the BBC. It was on ITV this year.
Oh my!
Yeah, so there were adverts.
Just boring British ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was also on Sky. And amazingly, but amazingly, my uni used the Sky one last year. We suffered through the BBC.
To be honest, I didn't watch the Super Bowl. Like, I don't quite get American football.
It's the only NFL game I will watch.
I only knew it was on.
I don't understand it.
I only knew it was on because in Cardiff, in the St David Centre, that was the way I knew where I was. I'd pass a Super Bowl, a stand where they were selling American football merch. That's the only way I knew where I was. Because I was like, I
watched it for Rihanna.
Mood. I did leave the student union after the halftime show and then just watched the rest from home where I was comfortably in bed.
What time was it at as well? Like
kickoff.
Was it one?
They did the coin toss at 11:30, which is when they said kickoff was, but they didn't actually start playing until about 10 to 12.
I think that like the whole program, I think there's less action on the actual NFL football and there's more like adverts, people talking, and stop him playing all that.
Well, given that
Why?
there's 60 minutes of gameplay in an NFL match, and it was scheduled. It started at 11:30, and it finished at 3:30 in the morning. That's a 25. That's a 25% actually playing American football rate.
Wait, so does it work by
at the end of every phase of play, the clock stops?
Yeah.
So like in chess, where like when your turn finishes, your clock stops.
Yeah. But this is the entire match clock. Ball goes out of play.
Have you used
clock stops.
the chess analogy? Because that's how I notified you I was here by playing a game of chess.
I knew you were here.
No,
I was just having a little snooze on the sofa.
No, that was the only thing I could think of was like, oh, chess uses clocks.
It's like when there's a red flag in a
the lap counter.
But they just do it on purpose every like.
Well, no, because the timer doesn't stop in practice for a red flag.
Formula One qualifying. Sorry, not.
Yeah, qualifying.
I'm tired.
I had to get my friend to explain the rugby with me through F1 terms because I didn't understand it.
God,
I haven't seen a single Six Nations game yet.
We won both of ours so far.
Oh, great.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah. We scudded Wales.
Shut up. Kai the Ben. Right?
How big are we talking?
I think it was, what was it, 35-7?
How do Ben? Do me trying to come back to yourself?
I'm just going to have, am I just going to have to like take precautions and bleep out that whole Welsh section?
Nah, manyan.
It's only Welsh people will understand it, so
yeah, but like
if a Welsh person takes this down, it's embarrassing.
that is quite, isn't it?
How dare they speak angrily in Welsh? Get out.
I mean, to be fair, we
might get losing your diversity.
Might get more angry Welsh on tomorrow night's Turn 5 Live. Or as when you're watching the episode,
Chris bankrupts
tonight's Turn 5 Live. Depending on what time the episode gets out.
Should be 6. Should be fine.
Yeah, if you're watching this within about the first hour of the episode coming out, join us on Twitch.
2 hours. It's out at 6 then.
Yeah,
and start stream today.
If you've watched within the first hour, then by the time you finish this, head on over to our Twitch channel where they'll probably be live, and I'll be at work.
And Richard will join us at approximately 11 p.m.
11:30. I finish work at 11. I don't teleport home.
Just leave early.
Why not?
Tell them you've got stuff to do.
It's time for the TARDIS.
Got better things to be doing in my time than this.
Also, what are we playing tomorrow?
Monopoly.
Good.
That's perfect. That means I won't be able to just join in at 11:30. I just have to like watch.
Quit out on purpose. You will suffer.
Your internet will drop again.
Please do. Please.
Also coming soon to Turn 5 Live, as we mentioned, Formula 1 is back next week. We will be doing a live watch along.
I will be doing.
And we will be trying to be live for as much of the 24 hours of testing as we can.
Whether we start at 7 or not is a different question.
Well, I'll be up for 7 each morning,
won't.
so
I'm gonna have to put my like nuclear alarm on. My sleeping schedule's whack.
I'll definitely be up for 7 on the Saturday, though, considering that's when I start work.
Yeah, well, normally, like, I'm up for 7 because I'm still awake.
I'm up at 7. As in, I wake up at 7 on Friday because I have work at 9. It takes me an hour to get ready and half an hour to get to work.
Well, there you go. You can join the stream for an hour while you get ready.
No, I'm barely functioning until 8 because I have to drive.
Formula 1 will wake you up. Don't worry.
I can't wait to be on stream and shit like that.
There's a funny clip of me doing something like that. It kind of hurt.
So yeah, get your teas and coffees ready. Come join us at twitch.tv.
Get your energy drinks then.
Like energy drinks.
Then get some sugary water.
Drink pure caffeine.
Monster, lovely.
Get your teas and coffee. Join us at twitch.tv/turn5podcast. I'm pretty sure that's the link. It's in the description anyway.
I'll have to like check in post.
But I'll check them out. I'm certain it's twitch.tv/turn5podcast.
It is.
There you go. So join us there. Link in the description and the bio and everywhere. And that little top corner thing that's appearing just now. Give us a follow. Come join us. We'll be discussing.
It's a message to the top corner.
Giving me extra work to do, you asshole.
We'll be discussing all things pre-season testing and what it could mean for the season ahead.
We definitely won't. If we're playing Monopoly, I doubt we'll be talking about pre-season testing. They will probably be saying angry Welsh.
You'll just be slagging each other off.
Yeah. And you'll be like, oh, bankrupt again.
Pineapple on pizza. Again.
Pineapple pizza is good. Right?
No, it's not.
No.
Yes,
it's going to be a lovely time away from F1.
We might even play some of the F1 game perhaps during the session breaks and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Well, for the hour.
Yeah, that's enough time for like a 50% race.
Clown you guys.
Just do a load of 5 laps. Don't do a 50%.
Yeah, I'm with Ben on that.
Okay, fine. Just loads of 3-lap races. Go for it.
No, at least make it a 5-lapper.
You can get through the entire calendar in the hour break with a 3-lap race. But yeah, please do come and join us then. It should be a lot of fun. What else? Formula 2 and Formula 3 preseason testing started today, as you're listening to this, tomorrow for us. It's unfortunately not live on TV, so
you don't get the joys of this live stream.
Exactly. Live timing is available at... There is a website. www.fiaformula2.com and www.fiaformula3.com.
There is a website. They're websites.
Yes.
Shocker.
Yeah, live timing is available at those places. The session times are as follows. Formula 2 will start at 11:45 until 14:15, and then 17:15 till 19:45. That's GMT plus 3. So 8:45 until 11:15, and 12:15 until 4:15. 4:45.
Why can't F1 do the same as that?
Because they have to fit in Formula 3 and Formula 2 into one day, whereas F1 has the track to themselves. And Formula 3 is at... unholy times in the morning. 6 a.m. until 8:30. And then their afternoon sessions are 11:30 until 4 our time. No, not 4. 2. 11:30 till 2 our time. So, yeah, that's when Formula 2 and Formula 3 testing is happening over the next 3 days. Anything else we need to talk about?
The actual list of entries have been published. The Formula 2 one is just the list of Formula 2 drivers. Formula 3 one has been announced. There were previous drivers since we last went aired that have been announced. So, and there's a bit of a caveat by virtue of the fact that High Tech haven't actually announced who their third driver will be, but have named a third driver for the test. So the full list, just run through it all. Prema are running. Paul Aaron, Dino Boganovic, and Zach O'Sullivan. Trident have Leonardo Fornaroli, Gabriel Bortoletto, and Ollie Goethe. ART have Kalen Frederick, Gregoire Saucy, and Nikola Tsolov. MP Motorsport, Franco Colapinto, Mary Boyer, and Johnny Edgar. High Tech, Sebastian Montoya and Gabriella Mini are their announced drivers. The third driver they've announced for the test is Luke Browning, but he hasn't actually been announced as having the seat for the season. He is just in for the test as it stands. Van Amersfoort Racing, or VAR, is Caio Collet, Rafael Villagomez, and Tommy Smith. Carlin is Ollie Gray, Hunter Yaney, and Ido Cohen. Campos is Josep Maria Marti, Christian Mansell, and Hugh Barter. Yenza Motorsport is Nikita Bedrin, Taylor Barnard, and Alejandro Garcia. And PHM Racing by Charouz is Sophia Flörsch, Roberto Faria, and Piotr Wisnicki.
Can we just take a moment to admire how superstitious motorsport drivers are and that there's no number 13?
There's no number 13 in any racing series.
And in Formula 2, of course, there is no number 19 either. Formula 2's lineup for MP Motorsport is Dennis Hauger and Jehan Daruvula, Carlin, Zane Maloney, and Enzo Fittipaldi, ART, Theo Porcher and Victor Martin, Prema, Frederick Vesti and Ollie Behrman, High Tech, Jack Crawford and Isaac Hadjar, Dams, Ayumi Awasa and Arthur Leclerc. Virtuosi is Jack Doohan and Amore Cordial. PHM Racing by Charouz is Roy Nassani and Brad Benavides. Trident is Roman Stanek and Clement Novalak. VAR, Richard Vasseur and Juan Manuel Correa. And Campos is Kushmaini and Ralph Boschong. And as we said, those are the confirmed lineups for the 2023 season for Formula 2, just in general. That's not just for the test.
Yeah, it's just that one seat in Formula 3 that is unconfirmed at this moment in time.
Something that I did notice, which I found quite interesting. Carlin has a sponsor in Formula 3, but not Formula 2.
Oh, really? They're Rodin card in. But
Carlin in Formula 3, but in Formula 2, they're just Carlin.
On the graphic I'm looking at, they are still Rodin Carlin in Formula 2.
I'm just going by Formula 2's website.
Where is it? I know they used to be, but are they any more Carlin Buzz Racing?
Carlin?
Oh. No, Buzz has gone.
They sponsor something still to do with them, don't they?
Whereas if
sponsor
this
home.
Zoom banner will go
Is
away
it
so I can
the,
get into the Formula 3 tab.
Is it the electric scooter series?
Maybe.
But yeah,
by Buzz.
and if I can, Formula 2, go away, Zoom. I need to get into Formula 3. There we go. Yeah, they're Rodin Carlin on the Formula 3 website, which I found quite interesting.
How bizarre. Because I mean, I'm not looking at anything that's like an official list. It was just a graphic that was put out by a media outlet. But
Charouz has got a new name as well. It's PHM Racing by Charouz this year. They're Rodin Carlin on the teams and drivers page. It might just have been an oversight in that one.
Okay,
article.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
Just a fun fact. In the electric scooter series, 27X is a team by Nico Hulkenberg.
Nico Hulkenberg.
So Hamilton's got an Extreme E team. Rosberg's got an Extreme E team. Nico Hulkenberg has an electric scooter team. There's
Not
levels to this game.
Electric scooter championship.
Anyway, anything else? I don't believe so.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
So again, yeah, please do join us tonight for Turn 5 Live does Monopoly. We hope you enjoyed the Ferrari car launch. We hope we enjoy it as well. We'll have a chat about that tomorrow night. And we will see you next week for the final roundup of all the car launches that are still to come. And then the first preview of the season, the pre-season testing preview.
Electric scooter championship.
Ben's just hit the
Saturday,
biggest pog in
14th
space.
of May in London.
Wait, say that again?
We could go watch the electric scooter championship in London.
No thanks.
All
I'm
right.
okay. It's a
Can't
long
wait
way to go for that.
I think I'll wait and see if
Yeah, let's
if her application is accepted for another championship that's coming to London this year.
yeah, let's
I think I should take my brother to the second round in Switzerland because
It's got an after party.
So does Formula One.
no, that was 2022.
yeah, but
Yeah,
we
but
might
this is
actually
the
be able to
elec-
get into the electric
The
scooter one.
electric scooter party.
You just have to have an electric scooter to be let in.
Yeah.
Is that like
You
your
can
ticket?
Just roll around. Yeah.
You can
Oh,
pay
no,
for
man's out of
access to the
charge.
Formula One after parties. It's like £100, and I don't believe any beverages are included.
It wouldn't surprise me. It's Formula One.
Well, it's Silverstone. That's just run by Silverstone rather than by Formula One.
Well, yeah, but
The
it's a Formula One event.
The e-scooter
They're going to milk it.
haven't announced the 2023 season, but I should have taken my brother to the 2022 Switzerland round because the town is spelt the same. It's spelt the same as he spelled it. It's short, Sion.
It only cost a tenner as well to get in.
Oh my God, it's a bargain.
Unreal.
We'll just ignore the
It cost me
of
more to
getting
get
into
there.
London. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast. We will see you next week. Bye-bye for now.
Happy Valentine's Day. Look at all us losers. You're going to be live on Twitch.
Yeah.